Chike, back at you with another video topic today. Today I want to talk about why I like being at the bottom and what I learned from Steph is cold. So to introduce myself, basically, I'm 21, I go to college, I'm learning a trade, I'm learning HVAC right now. I got my gauges. No, I'll show y'all the gauges real quick. Got my gauges here, so there's a lot of money in that. But I do want to build a YouTube. I do want to build a self-help channel. I do want to build a fitness channel helping people get in better shape. As you can see, I'm in really great shape. But in terms of money and status, stuff like that, I'm really at the bottom. I'm not at the top, nor am I even like mid-tier. I'm just the average dude, and I want greater for my life. Let's put it like that. Do I care about being famous or et cetera, et cetera? I'm not really thinking about that or worried about that. But in terms of overall quality of life, it's pretty low. I'm a student. I'm not making a whole lot of bread. I'm not making a whole lot of money. I'm just a guy who goes to school, who goes to his part-time job, pays what he can pay, and rinse and repeat, And it's got me thinking, like, I've been watching Steph is Cold for like probably about 2 years now, 3 years. And low key, man, if y'all watch him, you already know how he is. He's hilarious, but he's very inspirational. And over the years, like as time gone, he mainly posts like female nature videos and like stuff on like female nature and understanding like women's psychology and stuff like that. And that's cool, but really that's not really what be interesting me. It's what I learned from him in terms of the mindset, in terms of growth. And I learned I really enjoy being at the bottom. And this is why. There's something purifying about working hard and just focusing on your work. See, when you're worried about girls and texting and female nature, and you worried about who got the new shoes on, and you're worried about who got the best clothes on, it's almost like it's corrupting. It's almost like it's really corrupting because you start to care about things you have no control over. You start to entangle yourself in the world and worldly affairs, and you start to basically assimilate your focus, your mental objective on shit that doesn't matter. And what I learned was, to sum up being a man, for all those guys who are here for the manosphere content, to sum up being a man, you're here to be born, and while you're young, work and invest to blow up and explode your income and be super powerful so that you can provide for multiple generations. That's your duty as a man, basically. You're undesirable, you're weak, and you're basically invisible to everybody until you reach a certain tax bracket or status bracket or something. And then you start to provide, and you're a leader, and you call the shots. Only if you have your life together. Women and all that stuff come later. All that stuff comes later. That stuff doesn't matter now. What matters now is basically somewhat being of a sacrificial lamb to give life, to give blessings to those who choose to be on your team, i.e. women and children. You get what I mean? That's it. That's the summary of being a man. We build muscle easier. We're more logical creatures. Hello, like, we build things. I'm not saying women can't do it too, but I'm saying we literally have an affinity for it. It's like it's like, you can't dispute that. So with that being said, what did I learn from Steph? I learned the liberation and the freedom of work. I've learned how liberating it feels to work and grind and completely put aside all desires of women and desires of clothes and desires of a bunch of superficial stuff in society that distracts men. Porn, games, sweets, all this crap that distracts men and makes them weak. And because they're weak, they're not able to do what they're designed to do, and they face an existential crisis. When I was 17, I was addicted to weed. I would smoke every single day. People may say that weed isn't addictive. It is. I would smoke every single day. I would fap every single day. Uh, I was a drinker. I went down a dark path. I had other addictions too, but I'm not going to talk about it. Maybe when the time is right. But I was addicted to a lot of, not like drugs, like pills and stuff like that, but I was addicted to a lot of instant gratification. I was I was that guy with the acne that was all over Snapchat, smoking and drinking and playing games all day and just fapping all day. It's just, and I wanted to kill myself. Like, I did. I really did. I wanted to. I wanted to like implode. It was like my own manifestation of my own desires haunted me. Because I desired to feel good all the time, my inner masculine nature was in conflict with my decision making. And I became inconfident and double minded. And it wasn't until recently that I went through like a flow state of constantly uploading YouTube, constantly doing my workouts. Like, let me take my stand. Got my workouts right here, like my muscle groups. Like, I do legs on Monday. I do abs and cardio on Tuesday. I do shoulders and traps on Wednesday. I do biceps, triceps on Thursday. I do chest on Friday. Saturday, I don't have Saturdays. Sunday, I don't do anything on Sunday. Like, and then just constantly uploading and then saving money to pay my bills and just stacking up money. And then time goes by, and next thing you know, you have a couple bands in your bank account. And you're a little bit bigger than you were last week. And you're a little bit leaner than you were the week before. And your beard grows out. And your hair grows out. And not only that, but your mind, it gets sharper. Because you were so laser focused on the task at hand for such a long amount of time that your neurological pathways are just completely adapted to goal setting and goal completing, to completing missions. And this is naturally who we are as men. We have problems and we solve it. What's a problem? I'm fat. I'm skinny. I'm broke. I'm poor. Let's solve it. But there's something purifying about working and doing these things. because I found out to work properly, to really do the work properly, to actually be consistent in the gym, and to really focus on the task at hand, and to really get in that flow state, you can't text Sally. You can't hit up Amber. You you can't hit up Brianna. You get what I'm saying? You can't do that. You just don't have enough time. You just don't have enough time to do those things. So, and I'm not, and this is the thing. I'm not preaching about going monk mode. I'm just preaching about my personal experience that I've had with being at the bottom. Because when you're at the bottom, you have to grind. That's when you grind your hardest. And there's something liberating about pure work. There's something liberating about no longer caring about your desires and the things that you want just to feel good. There's something liberating about no longer having to worry about women. There's something liberating about no longer thinking about who you're gonna flex on the next day. It's like you just remove yourself from the crowd. And there's something liberating about seeing the progress day after day and falling in love with the progress. And not even just the physical progress, the mental progress, when you do something and you realize, I didn't know I could do that. Dang, I didn't know I could rep 225. Oh man, I didn't know I could rep 315. I didn't know I could clean my room. I didn't know that I could save money because you've never done it before. And Steph, he said something on, I'm pretty sure if anyone watches Steph, y'all know that YouTube video of him with Hafiz from the Roommates. And he said, he was saying, why are you sitting there manifesting? Why are you sitting up here manifesting? You go do it. See, faith is something that's unseen. But if you don't put any works or deeds, you can't believe in it. Because the work and the action involved is a form of seeing faith. It's a visual representation of your core beliefs. Someone sees a guy who's been working out for his entire life. You're going to assume that that man believes that staying consistent in the gym and being fit is an integral part of life. So, and that's just something I wanted to share. I do believe society has let down men. I do believe that society has actually, it's implemented things in modern day culture that has weakened us. Am I weak? Yes. As we speak, as I'm making this video right now, I'm a weak man. But I'm a wise man because I choose to get stronger. And I think that's what matters. I love being at the bottom because now I don't have to think about women. Now I don't have to think about pleasure. Now all I can worry about is the grind. And that's just something I wanted to share with y'all. Always worry about how you're gonna, about the work you want to put in. Don't think about, you can't work and have fun at the same time. If you read the book The Alchemist, there's this chapter where these alchemists, what they do is that they purify materials like metals and stuff like that to get something called the Philosopher's Stone. And what the Philosopher's Stone does, it like helps them understand the universal language of the world. It's a cool book. You should read it. But because they work so hard, they gave up all secular desires and they purified themselves. They were purified because they gave up all their secular desires. I'm not telling anyone to go monk mode. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying naturally from me working. And guys, when you work, you'll enter the state of bliss. There's freedom in work. There's liberation in earning. There's liberation in putting yourself willingly in the face of a challenge or adversity. If you have any balls or testosterone.